Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas A&M Aggies. The Razorbacks will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Aggies offense will be first on the attack. Last year, these two played a classic. Those of us who remember the old Southwest Conference would be proud, but once again, we are reminded field goals are fine, touchdowns are way better, especially if you want to win.
I guess Reese didn't like that field goal in the fourth quarter that Arkansas chose to take, but A&M did what they needed to do, go down the field. They scored the game-winning touchdown with about 9 minutes left. Arkansas didn't forget it. This is a fun matchup. As always, we've seen it in Jerry World so many times. This matchup gets a little tasty.
Yeah, Mike Elko's defense, too, was outstanding in that game. They shut down.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense, getting the sack, getting the fumble.
And the Razorbacks will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. 2nd and goal coming up. Dropping back, it's Green. The screen, he can go. And the pass is complete, but less than nothing to show for it. They're knocked down behind the line. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces touchdown Razorbacks! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. And the Hogs have put up their first touchdown of the game, and whoop-pig.
Woo-pig going nuts in the stands. Great fan base. They get excited, and you get out to the lead early, putting that score on the board, they are going nuts.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback on the keeper. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. They'll give it to the back. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Got a man, it's Norman. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking for a crease. It's Green. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. So now it's 2nd and long. To the air. It's Green. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference. Be great.
There he goes. Wide open spaces. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Arkansas. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
PAT unit on the field. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they top it off by going up top. 81 yards on the touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Over the middle, it's Craver. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
Looking for a man, it's Reed. Finds his man down the middle. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. They'll leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He has the first and still on his feet. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Aggies back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. The quick out. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. The Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Craver. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Off play action on 1st down. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
We're already in the 1st quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Scanning the field, it's Reed. Finds his big tight end. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The Aggies started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Trying to barrel in. Big guy tries to barrel in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies! Fitted in the window for the score.
one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Makes a grab past the marker. The Razorbacks pick up the first down. These two old SWC rivals might have taken a bit of a hiatus in their series, but once the Aggies came to the SEC, things ratcheted back up quickly.
Well, and that's been some of the cool side of conference expansion, right? You got this rivalry renewed from a long time ago, but since joining the conference, A&M has dominated Arkansas. Arkansas looking to get a little payback.
It always feels big when you watch this game. We've seen so many of these games in recent years being played at Jerry World, and with all the speed on the field from both sides, this is always, I think, one of the more fun games to watch every season.
He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. And the Razorbacks look to keep this drive humming. He'll pull it down. He rolls all the way down the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
It's such a good sign for your offense when your quarterback is this dialed in early in the game, right? On the RPO, wanted to throw it, nobody open, so he takes off running it himself and gets a big gainer. If I'm the coordinator and play caller, I'm finding more ways to get this guy running the football and keep this defense on their heels.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks. On to attempt the try.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Iowa is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Kinnick Stadium, but the black and gold have struggled to really pull away.
They're looking for an advantage to the right.
They're up by a field goal over Penn State. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking to pass. It's Reed. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. New set of downs after the completion. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, he's got some space. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Aggies come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking for room. It's Moss. Finds a little space. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. Solid and pick up a 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Rides to the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. And the field goal unit is on the field. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. With the catch, it's Washington. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Grabbed in the middle, it's Jones. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, it's Green. It's complete on the right side. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Guys, when you think about Arkansas, they've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it back inside the 40. They'll mark him at the 39-yard line, and the interception has set up great field position. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Carroll. Got some room to run. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. They go to the wide receiver screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Incomplete. He had to get rid before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. To the air on first down. Under fire. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. The Razorbacks are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. Hauls it in, the first down and more. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And the Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. The give on the inside. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Finds his man. It's Washington. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
From the gun, the running back has it. On the move at the 30. All out of space. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Razorbacks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. From the red zone, looking for a space. Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Arkansas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Quickly complete. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's Concepcion. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. That last completion sets them up on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Craver. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And the Aggies want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Craver. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver can...
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. With the catch, it's Blake. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Looking downfield, it's Green. Good timing on the quick out. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Throws for the tight end. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield, and time is running short. He's got it. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Hauls it in. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Razorbacks really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
And they gambled in their... Might be changing the route. Out of the gun, they give to the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Got it in the middle. It's clapped. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Now on 3rd down for this offense. Wants to throw. It's Green. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete. The Razorbacks will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin them deep. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Makes the catch down the right side. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. To the ground with the back. Runs through a tackle. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Trying play action. That's caught. It's Smith. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space.
And the ball's on the ground. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Back, it's Green. Quick completion on the out route. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. And the Razorbacks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Throws to the tight end. Makes a connection. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. The Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Washington. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance.
We reach the brink. Arkansas has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And the Razorbacks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play.
Nice job. A little hang time, getting it up in the air. It's coming inside the 10. That thing goes inside the 5-yard line. That is exactly how you draw it up.
They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. Finds a little bit of room as he'll get 2 out to the 6. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. He'll do it himself. Runs through the tackle. Across the 20 and out of bounds at the 21-yard line, and just like that, they're out of trouble. Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. Oh, they're after him! And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. The Aggies need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. To throw, it's Reed. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On fourth down, looking to pass. He's got it, first down and more. Turning it on. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Wants to throw on first down. Punts it out of the air.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the... at the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Aggies, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Got it! Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he never had a chance. stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. They'll run play action. Under fire. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And the comeback is on. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Looking downfield, it's Green. The throw to the outside is complete. Tackled there by the defense.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Powers through the defender. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Unloads it left. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Quickly complete. Stopped right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a 4th down.
It doesn't matter what the defense has tried to do. Man coverage, zone coverage, blitz, whatever. Quarterback has been locked in. 350 passing yards now.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow. But this carries, makes the grab past the marker. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Arkansas.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. From the old SWC to the SEC, this rivalry has remained strong, and in this one, the Hogs were too much for the Aggies to handle. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival, you're able to put forth a performance.